Hello and welcome to the Knitting in Them podcast. This is episode 24 in English and I am Ivonne. I live in the Netherlands near the German border in the east of the Netherlands and I love to knit and that's the main thing I do. Sometimes a little bit crochet and sewing, but mostly knitting. So welcome here if you're new here and welcome if you're a returning viewer. I hesitated to tape this podcast today because I feel a little bit under the weather. I'm ill, or how do you say it, poorly. My back hurts, my head hurts. I don't have a fever, but I get it cold and I'm not fit. So I thought, what would I do? Should I do a weekly vlog again? Or should I do the podcast? But this morning I woke up very early at 7. And then I thought, no, I feel like starting slowly. And then at 9 o'clock I start with the episode. So the Dutch one I already recorded. It worked. It happened. And in between I had a break. And I walked for 20 minutes outside because that's good for my back pain. I have a cup of tea, mint tea. I love this fresh mint tea. I don't normally I drink coffee, but coffee didn't taste good today, so we'll do tea. And it's Wednesday, 13 March. This podcast comes on YouTube tomorrow, Thursday, 14 March, but I always record a day before because that's better to do with time and editing. It is 8 degrees outside and it's a little bit rainy, so it's another grey day in the Netherlands. And I read the news for this morning that tomorrow it will be 18 degrees, so I don't know where that comes from. But we'll see, and unfortunately Friday it's getting less, again, rain and grey weather. So yeah. So I'm starting with what I'm wearing. I'm wearing a shawl. I knitted nearly 2 years ago. It is the Crystal Fragment Shawl from Stephen West. I participated, I think 2022 in the Twist and Turns, Mystery Knit Along. That was my first time. And before I started that, I knitted this shawl. I started also this shawl. And this is modular knitting, like the Vertices Unite. Sorry, I show you the wrong side. And it's a really nice knit. It's not hard at all. You start with a blue triangle, and then you pick up stitches, and then you knit this piece. And then the corner parts, and when you have done that, you do this part. Oh yeah, of course, that or these two are the corner parts. Then you pick up stitches and make this really big piece. You need one skein of 420 meters. I had just enough yarn to finish this at this point, and then you do the same what you did on this side, on this side again, but the pattern is really clear, and so it will tell you what you have to do. And then you finish with the I-cord bind off. This was my first time that I did an I-cord bind off, so it's a really nice shawl. I used only sock yarns for this, but this one is an opal yarn. It's a little bit scratchy, but the rest is all very soft, and especially this one. This is from Lana Grossa Seta. That's a really soft sock yarn, and this one was from Sostrene Grene. It's also soft. And this one was Arvetta, Filcolana Arvetta. These really soft sock yarn. So this is my Crystal Fragment shawl. I knit it in 2022. So that's what I want to share. Will link it down below. So if you think, oh, that's a nice shawl, it's a really nice knit. The middle part is taking very long, but yeah, I love it. It's it's a nice shawl. So that's what I wanted to point out today. I'm taking a sip of my tea. So I have a few finished objects. The first one is, of course, my Valentine's socks. The last episode I nearly finished the second one, and when you saw my weekly vlogs you see that it was already done. This was a really nice knit. It was yarn from wool met verven. That's a Dutch brand. Sylvia dyes a lot of nice skeins, so you can look it up maybe online. I chose to do 14 rows 2x2 rib. I don't like 2x2 rib. It's always, I always have the feeling that when this is done, then the knitting starts. I knit my socks on 2.25 millimeter needles, and I chose to do pink and then the nice red skein I got from my boyfriend for Valentine's Day, and then the toe. So I did a heel flap and gusset. Heel flap, and this is the gusset, I think, and that fits my foot really well. I don't block my socks because when I wear them, I will wash them. I think most of the socks I wash in the wash machine at 40 degrees, and it always goes well. Sometimes I put them in the dryer, but not with all my socks. But sometimes they're slipping in the dryer. So this is my first finished object, and I love the colors a lot. Then I had my scrappy sock, also finished the second sock. I think this was my second sock. No, this was the second sock. I finished this. Also, if you saw my weekly vlog, you've seen it already. And I love it. Normally I knit a whole year socks, and then at the end of the year I'm going to watch I put them in a box, and at the end of the year I watch what will I gift to other people or what will I keep for myself. But mostly I'm knitting mostly for myself, and I'm always size European 40 I have, so people with 39 or 41 can wear my socks. Only when I know the person has littler feet then or bigger feet, then I can knit them longer, but normally it's 40, so that's my size. So if my friends have my size, they can get some socks. I have 3 girlfriends who like 2 girlfriends and 2 sisters. That's those are the persons I knit for, and they like it a lot. So this was finished object number 2. And then I started last episode. This is episode 24. Did I say that already? I started like the coziest memories blanket, but I wanted to make a project bag from it, and I started it 2 weeks ago, and then I had to wait on the skeins Truida sent me. Truida is the woman who came up with this idea. She's on Instagram as Truida Baas, and she made Cozy's Memories blanket last summer, and she thought, no, it's not really my thing. I'm going to make a project bag from it. So I will put the photo of her bag here, and it was a really nice bag, and I immediately thought when she shared it on Instagram, oh wow, I want that to make that too. So now I think it was in October that she shared it on Instagram. So I finished mine. She sent me some skeins to put in my bag, and this is what I knitted myself. That's what I showed you last week, or 2 weeks ago. And these are the balls she sent me. She sent me a lot of reds because I'm one of my favorite colors is red. So I started, I think, oh yeah, I was here. I started here. The brown, the pink, the light brown, and so on. Purple, red. This is more like orangey red. Again, pink. Yeah, super nice colors. And the bottom is also from her balls. These 3. And then I had to go to the, how do you say that? Yeah, the shop where they sell fabrics. And I needed fiber fill for in between the lining and the knitted fabric to make it a little bit sturdier, a little bit thicker. And I had to go to Delden to the rugpolie for my back pain. And I went there last Friday on my bike, and it was really good weather. The wind was really hard, but it was a really nice sunny day. So when I came back from I had an MRI scan for my back, and when I got back, I thought, hey, maybe in this village, Delden, is there a fabric store? So I googled it, and yes, it was. It was a surprisingly nice shop. I didn't know that existed. This is the card I got from her. It was more a quilting shop, and it's on the Langestraat in Delden. So if you want to Google it, this is their website, and she had a lot of quilting fabrics, super nice. So I said to the lady, do you sell fiber fill? And she said, yes, we have a lot of choices. And I bought the one that they use for quilts. So it's really soft cotton. So that's what I did. And then I saw this lovely flower fabric. I thought that I can use it for my drawstring. So this is my super nice project bag. I love it a lot. And what did I do that was for me important? I made these straps, I don't know how you call it, D-rings on it. That's what I had to buy in that shop too, because when I go on knitting trips to sometimes you go to knit with a friend, or you go to knit groups, that I can wear it as a drawstring. Sorry, not a drawstring, a crossbody. So that's what I did. I made these things, handles, or how do you say it in English, on it, and now I can use it also as a crossbody bag. And when I'm in the train on my way to my knit girlfriends, I can easily take my knitting out and knit in the train without too many bags on my loose project bags and so forth. So I can put my wallet and my telephone here in here, and I don't have to take so much. Mostly when I go to knit days, I take more knits. But the meaning is one knit, main knit, and that you can knit in the train and so forth. So I'm really, really happy with the results of my bag. And it's not an hard pattern. How do you say, when you knitted already the mitered square blankets? Yeah, it's a question from counting the squares. It's 27 squares I used, and then knit a little bit, like a border, and then you can, the inside is a lovely fabric. This fabric I got from Temu. I don't like Temu, but sometimes you are too curious and order their things. So this little fabric I ordered at Temu, but it wasn't enough for the bottom, so I thought I will do another brown fabric at the bottom. So it's a really nice project. So yeah, you can make it maybe yourself if you think, wow, this is a good bag. I want to make it myself. It's, yeah, you have to sew. I don't know, if you don't sew, then it's a little bit, yeah, then it's a little bit harder to make this, but I'm very happy. This is my third finished object. And then I take a sip of my tea first. Then I thought, I have my emotional support chicken, Rosie, and I want to make another one, but I thought I want to make a mini version. So I will do it, that one I did with 2 strings held together, and now I thought I'm doing one with 1 strand of yarn instead of 2 or 3, so that it's a little chicken, but the chicken is bigger than I thought it would be. So this is Jim, Rosie and Jim. And this is the second emotional support chicken I made. She's really nice. I love it. It was, yeah, I underestimated a little bit. I thought, oh, I will do it a quick knit, but it was more work than I thought. I forgot it from the first one. And I did it with a nice yellow ball. I bought this last year. And I bought it, it is from this one. Landlust die Sokkenwolle, that is the Lana Grossa. And it is color number 903. So if you think, oh, I want to make that too, I don't know if this color is still available, because this was from last year. And I have enough left, together with a red, to make socks. I think I make socks from this, maybe with stripes, I don't know it yet. So that's really nice. And yeah, I love my second chicken, but I made a little mistake. I did the eyes, and I pushed too hard, so the eyes are a little bit falling deeper in the fabric, so that's a little pity. And on this side it's too low. I'm still always watching, oh yeah, is it good? Yeah, it's good. And then you sew it together, and then it sits too low, and you can't get it loose anymore, because it's safety eyes. But yeah, I don't mind. This is for Easter. I thought Easter is looking around the corner. I want a yellow Easter chicken, emotional support chicken, mini chicken. So Rosie have a friend, and it's Jim. Super nice. So that is another finished object. Oh yeah, and the week before, I already started the project back from my mini balls, and I was waiting on the balls from Matruida. So I had another crocheted piece of fabric. I bought it in the thrift shop. So I made another project bag of this. This was thicker. It was a little bit harder to knit, to sew together. I did a little boxed bottom, and I have a lovely fabric also from the thrift shop, and this brown lining too. I didn't put fiberfill in this one, so this is another lovely self-made project bag. That's what I also did. Yeah, and then I have 3 whips, sock whips on my needles. The first one I want to show you is the blue one. This one is ready. The first one, it's a little bit too small for my feet. I think it's European size 39, 38, 39. So this will be for my one of my girlfriends. She has that size. And the second sock is on my needles. This was the ball from Schuler Stahl. I showed it in the previous videos. So if you want to know the ball band, I don't have it here now. I'm sorry. But I like how it knits up with a little, with the blue, like speckles. And the turquoise and the blue. I love the color combination. So and it knits up really quick. Oh yeah, and this one I knit on 2.5mm needles, because these are one of my favorites from Adi Colibri. I think they're called Adi Colibri. And no, yeah, the second sock is on the needles, so it won't be long before they're finished. Yeah, then I have the get a little bit of mess, of course. Then I cast it on this lovely sock from the ball I got last year in the swap. It is a Rico Design Super Bar Twirl. It's a 1-ply yarn, so it knits a little bit. It's a little bit fluffy, hairy. But when I came to the black piece, it knits really nice. And this was a little bit, yeah, it was not so nice. I don't know why. Sometimes the colors knitting up different than other colors. And here for this sock I used the 2.25mm needles from Knit Pro, and this is the first sock. And yeah, I like it a lot. Is the ball band here somewhere? No, I'm sorry. Maybe in the lovely project bag. Yeah, I think it's in here. This is my Easter project bag with the bunnies and the little chickens. Super nice. And this project bag is from Bertie and Poppet. She's on Etsy. She's a UK seller. She makes the most lovely project bags. So I think she have a little pause on this moment, but it's really a recommendable little bags, and she made medium bags and large bags, so super nice. Yeah, I've got the ball band from the Super Bar Twirl, and this is Farbe 001. And when they ready, they look like this. So yeah, that's another sock whip. And then the last sock whip on my needles that I knitted on. That one is really nice. I loved it. It was surprisingly, knits up surprisingly good. And this is West Yorkshire Spinners Signature 4-ply. I ordered this on Amazon in January, I think. And the colorway is Owie, but I don't think it's a colorway from the last season. I think it's an older one, because I looked it up and they were not available anymore. But it's a really, I love this color combination. It's a really soft yarn. I love to knit it. It flew off my needles. So I think I started this Saturday morning, and now I'm already here. So absolutely recommendable. West Yorkshire Spinners. I love it because I'm an England and London fan. I love to buy the balls when I'm in England. And I've got a lot in my stash, so that's why I thought, and now I want to knit one that's living in this bag. This is my autumn bag, also from Birdie and Poppet. And this is the sock bag. And also when you're on the way, you can always easily put it on your arm, hang it on your arm. So yeah. Then I knit every day. Even kijken hoor. On my northeasterly blanket. It's my daily dedication. I do it every day when I wake up. I get my coffee, and when I take my blanket and knit 12 rows on my northeasterly blanket. My goal is to do every month one lane. So this is the lane I did in March already, and it's still 13 March, and I still have to do this. This is the last piece, and then I'm ready for March, because the idea is that I do every month a row, and then I have 12 rows extra. I had already 5, and I have 12 rows extra at the end of December, and I think then the blanket is ready. It's big enough. Now it is like this. Yeah, super nice. I like, in the beginning I didn't like it, but now I love it. It's really, really easy. And it's a scrap blanket, of course. Everything can go in. No rules for this one. Just 4-ply yarns, sock yarns, or merino, or things I get in swaps. I have 2 swaps there. We start with a swap Sunday 17 March. We had a swap in the Netherlands with a knitting group, and so every day when I will unpack my balls, I will knit it in my blanket. That's the thing I want to do. And yeah, maybe it's ready in December. But this is my daily dedication. Every day I knit 12 rounds, at least 12 rounds, sometimes a little bit more. Yeah, depends on what I feel. So that's another whip. I have a cushion in my bag now so that I can sit a little bit better, not on the hard chair. That was advice from the doctor. I have to do my walks 3 times a day. 3 times a day, minimum 10 minutes. And I have to exercise for my back, so hopefully it will help a little bit. And another daily, try to do it daily, but sometimes it's a few times a week, is this cowl. I knit this up from alpaca, drops alpaca. I have a lot of colors in my stash. Yeah, and now I think the last time I was here, so I did this in 2 weeks. It's not so much, but yeah, I'm not in a hurry with this. It's a mindless knit in the round, and I choose to do 3 rounds and then change colors again. And it's no rule. It's all the colors can come in. What I have, I will knit in, but it's alpaca, drops alpaca. And it's for the 4-ply, like a sock yarn, fingering weight. So I have a lot of these balls. I showed it in the last video, I think. This is how it looks. Drops alpaca. I think most people know this. This is a really soft and drapey yarn. I use it in my Vertices Unite. I really recommend this yarn, and it's not so. It's really avoidable yarn. So. If you have your budget is not so big, you can use this. Very good for shawls. Yeah, so this is one of my daily dedications also. And then I have, of course, my Vertices Unite. Waar lig jij? Yeah. I didn't do a lot. I did a. The last time I showed it in the podcast, I was even kijken. Yeah, I did this piece from here to here. Last time I was here, I think. So I didn't do too much because I didn't knit on it daily because I was busy with the socks and the bag, the Troda bag. This is my 3rd Vertices Unite, and this is knit up from Drops Alpaca. It's really drapey. I love it. I can't wait that it's done, but yeah, we don't use it. Spring is coming, so if it's ready in September or October, I'm happy. But yeah, when the 3rd part is done, you have already did the biggest piece in the whole shawl, and you've got 3 littler pieces. So super nice. This is my progress of the Vertices Unite. I think that was it for today. wanted to recommend a podcast of two lovely ladies from Australia. I think they are living in Melbourne. The these ladies are twin sisters. One of the names is Pia, I think. The other one, how does she go? I don't know. But their podcast calls Lavender Cottage Fiber Art Podcast, and the ladies look exactly the same. Super nice. They're very, very inspiring, and I like to watch that. So I like to recommend it to you. So a little spreading the love. Yeah, sorry that I don't remember the name of the other lady, Pia, and no, I will. I think they have a 2 weekly podcast, and it was, of course, in Australia very warm, so they knitted. They sew also for, I think, and a few other things. I don't remember exactly anymore, but yeah, I will recommend that to you. Yeah, and next Sunday I'm starting my Easter vlogs. Because of our swaps, I will film every day what I got in the swap, what kind of swap yarns, and what I do a little bit, like a day in the life vlog. And I will try to do every day 10 to 15 minutes. Not too long, but hopefully you like it. So if you like it, please come and take a look. And I will do that 14 days until Easter Sunday. And after that, I will come back with a podcast. I think, I don't know yet. You'll see it when it's getting there. So from Sunday, 17 March, I am there every day with Easter vlogs, and I hope you like it. If you like my channel and you want to spread the love for me, please do. It's always nice to get new subscribers. I have a lot of new subscribers, so thank you for that. You're very welcome. And yeah, I love to talk about mostly knitting. Knitting, sometimes a little bit sewing, sometimes a little bit crochet, but that's not the main thing. The main thing for me is knitting. I am thinking, do I forget something? Yeah, I can show you the balls I bought last week, but I shown it also in my weekly vlog, so maybe you already seen it. I bought it at Marketplace. These were new balls from Strumpegarn, and from every color I have 2 balls, so I can knit for sure 1 pair of socks. Oh, that is 1, and then we've got this look-alike vintage. I think it looks really vintage. I have 2 of these. I have this brown. This is a little bit softer brown. Strumpegarn. Oh yeah, it's from Lummy Yarns. It's a really affordable sock yarn. These balls costed €1.85. This color. Oh yeah, this is also a nice color combination. I feel like I want to cast one on. This one with more reds in it, and then I have a purple one, purple and blue. So budget sock yarn, I think, but it's 70% virgin wool and 25% polyamide. So super nice. That's an acquisition, but when I showed it already in the week vlog, I didn't buy any other stuff these 2 weeks. I get a package from a lovely viewer today in the mail. I saw it in the mail app, and I'm waiting on my Opal subscription. Here in Germany, you have the Opal sock yarns. That's really a really nice sock yarn, and I subscribed for their. I think it's 4 times a year. You get 6 balls of Opal sock yarn, and that is not available online. It's a surprise what you get, and I think I get it next week. So if it comes, I will show it in the Easter vlogs. So that's my only acquisition. until so far. So I think that was it. Do I forget something to tell you? No, I'm still recovering from my back, but I think it's something. It takes very long. Maybe it will never go away again. It's a little hard for me to, how do you say it? To accept that, that my back pain is not going to leave me anymore. But it's really important for me to walk a lot. And that's the absolute, I love walking. It's not, I always like to walk, but sometimes it depends on the weather. And I have to do my exercises, and hopefully it will getting better in the coming weeks. So I think that is it. I will thank you for watching. If I forget something, you'll see it Sunday or in the Easter vlogs, and I would love you to watch them too. So we are going to count down to Easter. So see you later. Doei. So here I'm walking. I am just taped the Dutch podcast, and in between I have to do 3 walks a day, minimum 10 minutes because of my back pain. So that's a new, that's what I have to do. After this walk I'm going to lunch, and then I'm going to tape the English podcast, and this fragment I will, this bits and bob, I will put it after the podcast. So if you see this, I did already talked to you on camera. I was really doubting to tape a podcast because I feel under the weather. But it is a little bit bad, but not too bad that I didn't feel like recording a podcast. So that's what I did. It's very muddy here now. It's starting to get spring. Everything is turning green again. Super nice. This is nearby my house. So it's always a nice walk. Whenever you go, it's always a nice walk. See you later. It is really muddy, so I think it's not going to be a long 10 minutes. I can't hardly walk here. So I heard tomorrow it will be 18 degrees or so for one day, and then it's Friday, it's turning bad again. So we'll see what it is. In the Netherlands we have the spring coming after a cold and wet winter. Not a nice winter. We didn't have nice frozen days or snowy days. It was all rainy. Can't remember that we have so much rain in the whole winter period. So not nice. Now see you later. Here I am in Delden, where I went last Friday for my back. I had an MRI scan, and when I biked back to Hengelo, I biked across the Twente Canal, and it was a really nice day, and it looks really sunny, and but the wind was very hard, so that man is driving really too fast. Stupid. But it's a nice view here, and I don't come often at that side of the city, and also not in Delden because it's a little village. And look how they live here, how many space they've got. I was absolutely surprised. So this is in Twente, Hof van Twente, they call it. Super nice.